Welcome to the Degenerate Nation podcast. I'm here with Wendy.
Hello.
Hello, Wendy.
Hello.
So I live in Virginia, and you live in Minnesota, and we can safely say this country is fucked up.
Absolutely.
This country is definitely fucked up. Today we had a Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, and as you can expect, as one might figure, it got out of hand because they're fucking, neo-Nazis and white supremacists and various other hate groups lining up, and then you're going to get the people protesting those people, and they're going to get riled up, and you put them together, and it's fucking anarchy. And, unfortunately, it exploded into an act of domestic terrorism with some 20-year-old kid driving a car into a bunch of protesters. So, yeah, that's great. It's fucking great. And then Trump wouldn't even take a side. Basically, he condemned all violence, but he's just like, this isn't a direct quote, but he's like, this comes from many sides. So, got to make sure those Trump voters don't get alienated, right?
I'm just sad about the whole thing. I mean,
yeah.
I definitely believe in every citizen's right to protest. Absolutely do that. Whatever your beliefs are. But when it gets violent, that's when I stop supporting them.
Yeah. And it always gets violent because those types of people are a bunch of savages. So I hope we didn't lose any listeners that are savages, but if you're savage, stop listening. I don't go fuck yourself.
I don't like being sad.
No, exactly. We won't talk about it for too long, but it's just it's really fucked up. This whole alt-right business is getting out of hand, and I thought maybe it would die down after the election, but nope. Yeah.
Prayers to all the families that have injured or lost anyone. That's not what we're supposed to be about here in this country.
No, it's a fucked up country, but let it be fucked up in other ways. No one needs to get killed over somebody's hate speech, and
no.
It's embarrassing that that's my home state that these things are happening in too. Richmond's starting to take down like monuments and trying to get rid of traces of the Confederate flag, which I think is good. I mean, not only does it denote the racism behind a lot of what the Confederacy stood for, but you lost, bro. Fucking lost. You're holding up a second place flag. Show some pride. Yeah. The real pride is not supporting second place. You want to show your pride, get an American flag. They won. America won.
Regardless of what's going on, we have to stick together as a country.
Yes.
If we don't, we're fucked.
Yeah, and then we got North Korea on the horizon. You're not in the blast zone, though, so I got to teach you how to use Audacity software so you can continue on the podcast after my demise.
Oh boy, it won't be the same without you, man.
I'll record some of my end, and then you can like bounce it off. It'd be great. Yeah,
I don't even want to think about that.
We're coming in hot here. I mean,
right?
I'm pissed off. It's fucking it's neo-Nazis and the so-called alt-right. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, this is 2017. We have this shit going on.
I think as a country, we should have transcended past this by now.
Yeah.
I really think we would have.
Yeah, we got that, and our healthcare is fucking a joke. It's ridiculous.
I'm thinking about all the people out there that desperately need it, that are facing life-changing decisions, and they can't make them correctly because they don't have the coverage.
No.
It's sad.
No.
What kind of world are we in?
A shitty one.
Oh.
Honestly, a really shitty one.
It makes me want to fill up the manure spreader and head on over to your state there.
Yeah,
you want to protest? Here, take this. And
eat
turn
shit.
It on.
Yeah, eat shit. Well, they were rallying more. I don't know if they were protesting, or they were just rallying their cause, because I don't know. I read the headlines. I read a little bit about it, and I was like, I read enough. I was disgusted.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people running cars into people, that's just unacceptable.
No, you shouldn't do that.
No.
Anytime you get behind the wheel, you've got to realize, you're manning a deadly vehicle. I don't care how mad you are. If you're angry, go hit a punching bag or something.
Yeah.
Go take it out on some good exercise. Don't go hurt someone else.
No.
It's just stupid.
Fucking, that's despicable.
Right?
Despicable. And this kid's gonna get locked up for a long time, but, you're not a kid when you do something like that. I mean, he's a legal adult, but I'm just saying, like, you're 20, it's not like the 1920s anymore, where you're, like, the 1930s, you're going off to war. 1940s, I mean.
Mm-hmm.
You're a kid now. Playing on your phone.
I wish I had some velociraptors and I'd put them in my pumpkin launcher and send them your way to break things up.
There we go, some fucking levity. I didn't intend to drag on as much, but yeah. I have a Charlottesville story.
Okay.
I went to University of Virginia for an orientation for prospective students. This is when I was a senior in high school. And, of course, I got taken to a party, and everyone seemed so much older. It was intimidating. But I was drunk. And I saw, like, a girl that was really pretty with big tits. Big tits!
Nice.
But that's not who I ended up going home with. There was I was not really super skinny or anything, but like pretty thin frame and everything. And I was super drunk and not blackout, but brown out. And I found myself making out with this girl that was considerably... I wasn't attracted to her first off, but she was considerably bigger than me, and I ended up dry humping her and coming in my pants, my jeans.
Okay.
Yeah.
You needed some of those second date pants, didn't you?
What are second date pants?
Go back in your memories when you're talking about the pants that you could wear. I think they're called liquid lap dance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like,
real handy.
Mentioning someone, what they look like and all that, that was just to frame the story against this fragile, like, innocent, like, 17-year-old. And I guess this girl was, like, a freshman or a sophomore. But I was like, she was preying on me, and I was dry humping her. And I was not excited about any of this. And so someone that I was not attracted to, but I was wasted, and I ended up dry humping and came in my pants. Like, that is my University of Virginia experience. So maybe I'm extra bitter.
I'm very happy that it was actually a larger woman. I am a larger woman myself.
Hell yeah.
To tell you that there are plenty of places on us that can take that loving, however old you are, however young you are. Not diddle young, but anyway. and you can't hurt us. You might as well try it out, see if you like it. Maybe dry humping would have been your thing. You didn't know until you tried.
I probably would have enjoyed the wet humping.
I'm sure you would have.
I just wasn't.
I'm sure she would have too.
Yeah, I just wasn't attracted to her. So I was just like, I felt like I was being taken advantage of.
I think 63% of college hookups are between people who aren't attracted to one another.
Well, it was a high school. It was like it was a cross between a college hookup and a high school hookup.
You were in that glorious transition period.
It was a shitty period. I remember.
You think becoming a man for you was shitty?
What's that?
Becoming a man, you were.
I didn't become a man sexually till I was 25.
Well, I don't think the act itself qualifies you as a man or not. I think your body was ready before that.
Yeah. It was. I just denied it.
You're not going to go to purgatory or anything for it.
No, I'm in hell already, mentally, so I don't care about purgatory is a step up. Purgatory is when I'm going to start couponing and shit. I mean, I'll be all practical and stuff, but I'll be in a never-ending supermarket, and so I can never get to the checkout. And every time
your basket is overflowing and you just can't get to checkout.
I start to get to checkout and I realize all my food is rotted and I have to start over again. But that's not hell. That's purgatory, or a part of purgatory.
Wow.
Yeah. This is going to be, we might as well go all out, and this is going to be one of the darker episodes.
Get as dark as you need to.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I mean, it sucks. Everything sucks.
I can be your zip line back to reality when we're done here.
Yeah. I wake up every day, and I'm just like, no. My brain immediately starts eating itself. And it's hard to, like...
And not in a good way.
No, not eating out. My brain's eating itself out. My brain pussy is eating itself.
Oh, there's no release. God damn it, no release.
Yeah.
That's why I always think we should do this in the morning. If you have any time at all when you wake up, we should podcast in the morning.
That's a good idea.
Give you some sunshine through your day.
That sounds awesome.
Okay.
I don't even think I get morning wood anymore. I never track it. I don't know if that's a part of getting older, if it's medicine or it's just like defeat.
Well, when the bang bit comes out, then it'll have a little morning wood indicator.
Morning wood and the bang bit. It's happening.
Right.
The wank bit.
I like wank. That's funny.
Everyone wants to wank here and there. I don't really do much of that anymore.
I thought you were out dating.
Yeah. I've been out dating. It's okay. You like some people more than other people, but then you'd be like, okay, what do I do about it? And then there's this perception of so many options, because there really kind of are so many options, so you never really build anything.
Do you think they're putting limitations on your options, or are you just losing interest?
I think I just try to find somebody magically who can make me not depressed. And so that's just putting too much pressure on them. And so I just don't follow up, or I don't care, or I just think someone else will be that person, and so it's a never-ending loop.
It sounds like it's been going on for a long time, too.
Years and years and years. Since I was like a young kid.
Do you find that you're still in a safe place, though, when you're with these people? You don't feel, like, physically threatened, do you?
No, I'm not going out with biker chicks. Is that what you meant?
You can take it however you want. That's the wonderful thing about this.
Like, are they going to stab me?
A roaming hippie with a guitar?
Yeah, just like, fuck you, white privileged male, and then they just take a guitar string, they bite it out of their guitar, and they take it around my neck and just pull back on it.
That wouldn't be good. I would avoid all females bearing guitar strings and machetes.
Yeah, no, those switchblades. They're no, like, screwdrivers out of a simple toolbox. And
yeah, I think, like, a snare drum would be okay, but I'd avoid the guitar.
A snare drum? I would get bashed, get my sternum bashed in by a fucking drum.
No, they're made in China. They're all particle board and plastic.
They'll break apart.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Against my sternum, they'll shatter.
Happen is a light bruise.
Oh, that's good. I don't want to get murked by some girl I just decided to see from the internet.
No. I doubt that anything like that'll happen to you unless, you take them someplace and then the food gives them salmonella, then they might come after you, but until then.
Yeah, exactly. I'm feeling slightly less dark. But this actually relates to the whole dating thing. I had, like, kind of a mediocre date, and my nose was running the whole time. So I was
allergies?
No, yeah, or like a cold or something. So I had this, like, basically it was like fucking nasal drip. And I had the runs. And not the fun kind where you get to go in the bathroom and disappear and poop, and she's thinking, like, oh, maybe he's not that into me. I need to step up my game. And they start, like, touching your thigh and stuff on the date. It's not like that at all. It's just your nose runs, and you look like, you touch your nose a lot, it looks like you're on cocaine or something. And I went to a beer garden, and I asked for a non-alcoholic beer, and they didn't have any. I was like, well, that figures. And she's like, oh, you don't drink? Like, why did you go to a beer garden? I was like, I like being around, this place is cool, and I like being around, I don't mind being around it. She's like, okay. But I could tell right away, she's like, trying to sum up, like, what's wrong with you? Or, like, are you an alcoholic? Or, which, I don't know, something wrong with me? Sure. Alcoholic, I was getting there. Maybe I was. Yeah, I was. No, I wasn't. I don't know. I'll never truly know.
I think if you find one that you're physically attracted to and you're genuinely, interested in getting to know her in the first date, and something like that happens, we're human just like you. Just sit down for 2 seconds and say, look, I have allergies. This isn't going as good as I'd hoped. Perhaps tomorrow would be better. Do you mind if we reschedule? It's definitely just a physical issue. And be real and be open and be honest. We're just like you. We're just as scared as you.
Yeah, and then accidentally come my pants while I'm saying it.
Tell them that you're so attracted to them that you just came in your pants looking at them and probably be pretty flattered.
Yeah.
A real girl will forgive you. A real girl will say, you know what? Let's try it again. No problems. You may even laugh about it someday.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't, she's not worth your time.
Someday when she's visiting me in prison, we'll laugh about it.
Well, I doubt that you're going to be protesting like these other people, so...
Oh, there's other ways to go to prison, my dear.
Well, I'm saying, though, you'll still have conjugal visits then.
Yeah.
These people that are doing what they were doing today, no conjugal visits for them.
Yeah, there was a couple of people, officers died in, like, a helicopter crash at the thing. That was what the other deaths were.
Oh, makes me so sad.
Yeah. Well, perfect time for some literature.
Okay.
But I wanted to give the lead in on where the story came from. So it was from this mediocre date with the runny nose. Okay. So this is kind of true, but I try to spin it into a more cohesive narrative. The story is called Earl. Earl, okay. I cried at the counter, leaning over my chili. Dabbed my face with napkins, hoped nobody saw me. She was just another girl, but I had high hopes for this one. Maybe I always do. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's why I'll always find myself alone. I slipped into the bathroom to get another cry in, pick up some tissues. First thing I see is an old black dick. Stall door swung open. "How you doing? I'm Earl," he said between two teeth. Earl still had his dick out, and why not? "I'm okay-ish," I said. "I had a mediocre date. Don't feel too well." "You had a date? She pretty?" "Yeah, she was cute." "A lot of pretty girls. Don't worry about it. How old are you?" 35. "You young. Date as many girls as you can. Fuck as many girls as you can. Eat all the pussy you can." "Yeah." Earl chuckled, checked his wild hair, still not entirely gray, in the mirror, turned back to me. "You got $2? I need to get me some toothpaste." "Earl, I'm sorry, I only have my debit card." "Man, go eat some pussy." Earl bolted out of the restroom into the night, his night. I took my toilet paper, but maybe I wouldn't cry anymore tonight after all. I'm young, and there's a lot of pretty girls out there. That is the story.
Oh, I'm going to give you snaps for that one.
Thank you.
Oh, it really related to me because I cannot tell you how many times I've cried in my chili.
You really?
It's just so honest, you know, because for some reason it's the spices of the beans, I'm not sure, or potential of the shit that the beans are going to be making, but it just brings forth raw emotion. And you were there, and you lived it, and you had a real witness, you know, to your feelings, and they validated them, and it's true. You are young, there's lots of pussy out there. You go fuck if you want to fuck, don't fuck if you don't want to fuck. Hey, you're not dead from a helicopter crash or anything.
Yeah.
Go live life. Absolutely.
Yeah. Dicks out.
A lot of people out there don't want to face real. You face real every day. And I got to give you more snaps for that.
I turned it into a story.
Damn good story. I like that one.
Earl actually said that basically exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I found it ironic that he was trying to buy toothpaste because he had like 2 teeth, so obviously he was trying to buy booze. But hey, Earl, life's hard as shit. If booze helps, booze helps. Can't blame you for that.
Whether you have 1 pet or 10 pets, you're still going to take care of the 1 pet just as good as you take care of 10 pets. Yeah. So maybe he did toothpaste for 2 teeth. The rest of us might have more teeth.
What if you really wanted toothpaste?
Right. I think he did.
So
you're too real to be, just looking for a little bit of handout.
No, he was looking for a handout. He's a pro. He's a professional, maybe. But that's okay. That's all right.
I'm going to take your word over it because you're the author.
I was there. I saw it.
You lived it.
Yeah, I did.
You lived the real life, and that's why we listen to you.
Yes. Keeping it real. When I'm not having anxiety of the idea of going in a grocery store or shoe store, I took an Ativan to go in halfway into going through this giant grocery store with my mom. Because food is usually just shows up in my house. And my job is to bring the food in from the car and stuff.
Okay.
But, like, that's spoiled, you know? I'm very grateful, but I know it's spoiled and I need to start contributing more. But I go to the grocery store and I get depressed or have an anxiety issue. So I'm trying to work through that. It's 'cause
I remember once you said something about knowing how to cook. Now, you said that you'd like to learn how to cook some meals.
Yeah.
Do you think that, learning how to cook some meals might attach you more to the act of grocery shopping?
Probably.
Yeah, I think that's good.
It's like one hand washes the other, but I don't know how to start washing. But, I focus all this energy on trying to get somebody to snap me out of this in the form of like a girl, and I'm looking in the wrong place.
A lot of women can help, and a lot of women do.
Yeah, it would definitely help, but it's not gonna like fix.
I think that if you go into it with thinking that I know she isn't going to cure me, but I think that it would make my life richer, and then just start there.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm. You're looking to complement somebody's life. You're not looking to make their life whole. They're already a person, and hopefully it's the right person, and then you just make each other shine.
I like that. Wendy, you're the best.
You too.
You're awesome.
Do you mind if I share my poem?
Hell yeah. I mean, no, I don't mind. I fucking want you to, because I love when you write.
Leap as though your soul's on fire. Slap through lonely nights. Disco dance on taco shells. Quiver stagnant frights. Bring your prophecy alive. Transcend my mental wall. Burst inside my deepest self and answer siren's call.
Woo.
I call that the accidental queef.
Oh, snapping.
Okay, all right, yeah, they can be pretty scary when they happen, but if you look at it in a different light, they're going to be okay.
Queefs?
Queefs, yes.
We're not calling this episode Charlottesville Queefs, just so you know, but audience, if you've listened to it, it was not considered as a title.
Thank goodness. Nope, that's a personal thing, and I wouldn't have shared it had I not been comfortable.
I'm glad you're comfortable with our listeners and just us in general.
Oh, that's good. These people, our listeners are just the soul of us. Without them, we wouldn't have anything. And heck, they're buying our porn movies. It's awesome.
Yeah, we're going to get back to porn next week for sure. We got some other things lined up.
Sweet.
Yeah, jibbly jibbly boo.
You need to do more voices. You're very good at them.
Thank you. If you were a dominatrix, what would you do to Trump?
I think I would probably tie him up with bungee cords.
Okay.
Because you want him to be able to feel like there's a little bit of give, and what it does is it gives him false hope. And that's what he's been doing to us as a nation for the past how many months. So I want to flip it on him.
Yes.
He's not going to get free. He'll feel like he can get free, but he can never be free.
Can never be free. What do you do after the bungee cords?
Tickle his feet with an ostrich feather.
Ooh, will that be torturous or funny?
I'm going to laugh my ass off about it. I don't care what he feels.
What if he starts laughing and it seems to be enjoying it?
Well, then I'm putting it on Twitter.
Ugh. Excellent. Snap it. Put it on tweets. Tweets on tweets.
Tweets on tweets.
Interesting. What next?
Well, I think I would symbolize the whole thing by releasing some turtle doves.
Like right in your dominatrix room?
Well, it's got a window because I'm one floor down from the penthouse. So.
Nice.
They've got plenty of room to take off and to go, and I can film them going off into the sunset while he's laughing hysterically behind me.
From the ostrich tickle?
Yes.
Do the birds have time to shit on him? Like shit on his hair? Shit on his face?
They've been perched above him the whole time. Where have you been?
I don't know. I just wanted to make sure he gets bird shit on him. Because so far he's just getting tickled, and like, maybe that sounds fun. So I don't want him that fun.
If you've ever really studied bird shit, and I'm a connoisseur of livestock crap around here.
Yeah.
It has two distinct tones. It's got the dark tone and the creamy white tone all in one.
Ooh, so you'd have dark and light all over his face.
Absolutely.
So you're the weirdest dominatrix. I
aim to please.
There's no weird sex stuff. You're not walking on his balls. It's just fucking ostrich feathers and turtle doves.
That's right.
How would you dress?
I do like the traditional leather. Well, but I like the rainbow colors.
So you have rainbow leather?
Right, you go in there, you see the rainbow leather, you understand, okay, well, she is maintaining the integrity of the dominatrix.
Okay.
Yet she's got a cornucopia of ideas, just like, almost like the Pantone book of colors.
I like that. Fucking A. Trump getting bird shit all over him while an ostrich feather tickles him. Just birds and birds. Can you have me in the room just making bird calls?
Absolutely. If you don't mind wearing the antlers.
Wearing antlers? Yeah.
Right, you need to be almost like a living oxymoron. If you're going to be making bird calls, you need to wear antlers.
Alright, why not? I'll wear some fucking antlers. My bird calls are legendary. I actually got a nickname, Birdman, in L.A.
You will always be our Birdman.
Yeah.
Do you think as the turtle doves are leaving, you could demonstrate a proper tearful ejaculation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Should I just go with my bird calls and take my dick out and come on Trump?
Yeah.
Come on his face or something?
Well, he's going to be wearing a feather boa too to complete the ensemble. So right on the feather boa.
So I just pump a load onto his feather boa.
Right.
All
and
right.
once you're done and you're crying, you're going to take it off of his neck while the tears are streaming down your face. And you're going to hang it symbolically around the window as the turtle doves are disappearing onto the horizon.
He's got Secret Service just in the background. Because he won't go anywhere by himself.
I'm okay until then.
He's got Secret Service and he's wearing a feather boa and he's tied up with bungee cords and there's a fucking rainbow leather dominatrix who doesn't do anything sexual to him at all. It's just the guy in the corner wearing antlers making bird noises as birds get released, ostrich feathers tickle his feet, and he just, after the birds go, he just goes over and comes on his face.
Yes.
Well, the Secret Service have to watch, and they don't intervene because this is what he wanted.
They can only watch through vacuum cleaner hose. Stretched up from their eyes. Kind of like binoculars, but a little bit flexible because there's going to be a time when they can't all handle it. So they have to be able to just turn it a little bit so it looks like they're watching, but they're being saved the trauma.
So there's holes in the wall, like glory holes, and they're watching and fucking watching
through vacuum cleaner holes.
Vacuum cleaner holes.
Oh, well, talking about rainbow dominatrix, that's just, I don't know. I want some cheddar Pringles now.
Yeah. Alright, bye.